So, 31 years in the classroom, just about ready to come to the end here, and it's been a great ride. I've had a fabulous career teaching. I will definitely miss it. And of course, the thing I'll miss the most are relationships. That's what I value. I know that my students won't remember my awesome lesson on the filibuster, probably, in government, or a lot of my lessons. I will definitely miss the relationships, and that's what I value. Working at MOC Floyd Valley has been incredible, 21 years. I think what I've appreciated the most is the freedom that Russ Adams and Mike Mulder have given me to do what I do in my classroom, let my creativity, I'm not stuck to a textbook. Russ, when he told me I needed to teach government, I wasn't super excited about teaching government, but he knew I was passionate about politics, and so my passion for politics was able to come out in that setting, and he's given me, along with Mike Mulder, the freedom to, just be creative. And so 21 years of being able to come in this building every day and engage with teenagers, it's been phenomenal. Working with Trish Weiss, we team teach a class, has been an incredible experience. My coworkers here at MOC-Floyd Valley, it's really been a pleasure working with people who are so professional. We have these PLC groups where we meet together and everybody is just driven to do the best job we can do. We don't rest on our laurels and think that what we're doing is good enough. We're continually striving to improve, and I know that the teacher that takes over for me will step into a setting where they'll do the same thing, strive to be better every year. I'm trying to have my psychology class right now be the best psychology class I've ever had, and I think our staff is the same way with that.
Well, hey Jamie, Trisha here, obviously, in case you forget, but I've been here 20 years now, and you and I have taught Lit and World Affairs now for a little over half of that. I would have to say I didn't know you real well before then. I just knew you as this weird California guy. But as I got to know you while we taught, it was just phenomenal. I did not know your sarcasm until I started teaching with you, and I'm still trying to figure out when you're serious and when you're not, but I think I'm trying to, I'm figuring that out. But like I said, it's been a pleasure. If I epitomize our relationship as teachers, I would say, do you remember when we had the class do an interpretive dance at the end of the year over what they learned, and it was supposed to be symbolic? And at the end, there was just a free-for-all from one of the dances, and Caleb Brower kind of spoke for his group. We're like, and what was that? At the end, he's like, that's for all the random crap that you guys do in here. And we're just like, oh, touche, Caleb, touche. Because, we do a lot of random crap. I'm sure they were all standards-based, but we do, if we feel like we want to just go this route and talk about that for a while, like your advice on what credit cards to get for trips and all that, because we want these kids to go on adventures. So yes, that rounds it up really well. Also, our relationship last semester, when you came in, we go to lunch once in a while. You came in dancing, because you do that on Fridays with your Hawaiian shirts on. You had your coat on. You're like, hey, you ready for lunch? And I'm like, do you know what hour it is? He's like, yeah, it's lunchtime. I'm like, Jamie, it's 4th hour. We have 6th and 7th yet before 5th. And you went, oh, and I won't say what word you said, but you darted out of the room because you had a room full of kids waiting for you. So that epitomizes kind of our relationship, a little ditzy. None of us have a type A bone in our body, but it's been a pleasure to teach with you. Can't imagine not doing it next year with you, but I knew I was gonna do this. But I am so grateful that people are going to hear your potato talk, and I think a lot of young people are going to benefit from it, and you will be as beloved by them as you are by us. So come back at the wrong time, another time, to go for lunch whenever you want in your retirement, and you and Lori have many more adventures together. Take care.
And if there's any advice I would give to a teacher who replaces me or other teachers coming to MOC-Floyd Valley, is just to make sure that you invest in relationships, because that's really, really, really important. Our students today are floundering in many ways. Social media has changed kind of who they are, and I feel like teachers and staff here can help them in their journey in trying to figure out who they are. And there's a lot of stress on them, a lot of anxiety, and I feel like we can come alongside them and help them.